Are we ready to sell on eBay as a business seller, Pikachu? You're damn right we are.
Keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
Welcome back, guys, to Sales and Trails. This is Nick, and this part is the sales part. Hope you like the new intro, by the way. It's going to be varying every so often, tweaking it a little bit, adding some new items and whatnot in it. But today I've got some items from Facebook Market, which I'd like to show you, and I think I can turn a quite good profit on it. As you see, guys, we've got a bunch of strategy guides for quite a lot of games that I really enjoyed, especially the Final Fantasy ones. But I'll just go through them now, see what they're worth and how much I paid for them. So overall, it cost £25, but I did have 2 Brucey bonuses with that. The guy was actually really sound and gave me some, he said presents really. He said he was getting rid of it because they were part of the Final Fantasy era which he had, and it went alongside the strategy books. But the first one up, we have a really roached Final Fantasy VII. It's in original condition. Well, I wouldn't say original condition, it's an original one. It's in pretty bad condition. It looks like it's got some water damage. You can see that the actual spine is really damaged. The front and back is quite roached as well. But inside, the pages are in pretty good condition. Like, there's not really any sort of bends. There's no real sort of, what I would say, there's no real tearing or anything like that really in it. But like I said, the front is pretty roached, but I'm thinking this actually will go for about £15 to £20 still. You can see them, they're a hell of a lot more expensive when they're not in this condition, but I think it should still sell for that price. And speaking about the strategy guide for Final Fantasy VII, the actual one of the items was a Vincent Valentine. It's a trading figure, volume 2, but it, like I said, it's got no base. It's obviously opened, but I still think online, you know, the new ones are selling, you know, £50 onwards. I think I should at least 25 out of this. If not, then £20 or something like that. And while I'm here, I should show you the other present actually he said he gave me as a little whacker. This actually used to have a key ring, sort of, you know, like the ball bearing sort of chain on it. But yeah, this is about a tenner. You know what I mean? This is an original sort of, I think it's from Japan maybe, I think it's one of these items. But yeah, he's a little cool little item as well. But we got then the Final Fantasy X strategy guide. Now this is in a lot better condition than the 7. As pointed out, obviously the spine is actually still pretty good. The center pages are in very good condition. You don't really see any markings on them. There's no tearing, there's no folding. So as you can see, this Auron, Lulu, Kamari. Man, I love this game. Like literally, seriously, this is probably the best game I've ever played. But yeah, this one will actually go for about, what does it say now, 20 quid roughly. But yeah, I've got a lot of time for that one. And I did start playing this one as well then, 10-2. Actually really enjoyed the dress sphere sort of situation on it. But yeah, same principles again. In relatively good condition. All these are in pretty good condition. The Final Fantasy 9 one's a bit sort of like, I don't know if the person who had them smoked or whatever, but you can see there's a little bit of discolouring, like most of them, but all the insides are in a very good condition. But I think this is going to go for about 18 to 20 quid as well. But the Final Fantasy 9 is actually the star of the show in terms of, well, not so much condition. Like I said, it's got a bit of colour into it. The inside is fantastic, but this is actually going to be about £25–30. So all these I'm going to see where they go. You know, you see some of them online go for cheaper. Some of them actually go to auction at like super cheap prices, but I'm not going to do that. The next one's up. I've got World of Warcraft. Don't really know a lot about World of Warcraft, to be honest. I didn't really play it, but this one is one of the, I think, one of the earlier expansion packs. It says down on here 2014, but I did have the games which I let go I was gifted them and I didn't really have, well, I don't have a computer really to work them on. So I know of this one. I had the actual discs, a full selection of them, but never played it. But this is still about £10 worth of goods. And like I said, all this is going to be £25. I'm looking at, you know, hopefully getting a fair whack back. Never seen this one before. I've seen it online obviously, but this is even earlier. This is 2009, so you're looking for 16 years now. All the centre pages in very good condition. You say lightly worn. Obviously the externals are worn because of the age. You can understand that. Finally then, my brother would really like this one. It's Animal Crossing. Now this one's actually probably the most expensive. I don't know, Final Fantasy 9 probably in that one, but my brother loved Animal Crossing. We had it for the GameCube. I haven't played them on the handheld consoles, but they are enjoyable, they are a bit of fun. But yeah, it's the full manual, like I said, all in good condition on the inside, but I gotta let them go. That one's for £20 to £25. I've seen them going for about £20 plus. But in total, yeah, that's £25 spent. I'm probably looking around the region of 120 to 150 resale value. So you can't really complain with that. As I mentioned before, I had a personal account on eBay. So I'm going to show you some of the final sort of sales. I'll probably go over a couple of the actual selling videos. But I'll show you a couple of the items that sold over the past sort of like 6 weeks or so. And yeah, there's some good ones in there. I'm going to start off with a banger. It is PlayStation 2 Monster Hunter. This game I barely touched. It is in very, 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 very good shape. It's almost mint. Like I said, I didn't really play it too much. There's some very mild damage to the actual case, as you can see on the, there's a little bit on the corner over there, and I think you probably see some markings in the light. But yeah, this, like I said, I barely played it, so can't really give much description about it except for it sells quite well. That was $44.95 plus the postage on that one. Jak and Daxter, another game gone. This one is up there with one of my favourites, to be fair. There you go, it's all there. Everything's in there for it. One of my favourites, like I said, is this, and then it was Ratchet and Clank. Obviously, everyone likes Spyro and Crash, but Jak and Daxter, up there for me. The quick quicks of Daxter, yeah, it was great. You know, like, you know, you had your Clank had some quite funny things to say as well. But yeah, this one's up there for me. One of the best platformers, I'd say, and a great franchise as well. But this is going out. This is like £7 plus postage. It's not too much money, but like I said, I'm letting things go to make space. But yeah, if you ever see one of these dirt cheap, pick it up. As long as it's in decent condition. The disc is actually fairly good as well, considering the age of it as well, but I thought I'd let you check that. Grand Theft Auto Vice City, PlayStation 2. It's got everything in it. Well, I say everything. It hasn't got the map, the poster. I don't know where that went, really, to be honest, but all the other ones I've had, all the other GTA games have had them in there, so I don't even think I put it up on my wall, so I'm not too sure where that one went, but the disc is pretty good. I think this one went for about £4.50. It's, you know, there's not much money in these because there were so many sold, but you know, someone will pick them up. Next up then we've got FIFA 2001 with legendary Paul Scholes on the front. Fantastic player. Played this game a fair bit. It was not as good as the new ones, don't get me wrong, but I've sort of lost interest in the FIFA franchise in itself. But yeah, I played a lot of this. It's got everything in it. The disc, it's one of the old school ones, the purple ones, and it's in pretty good condition considering I did play it quite a lot. There you go, there's the manual on that as well. But this one only sold for about £2.50. Like I said, FIFA games, you can see them in charity shops everywhere, from anywhere from FIFA and Pro Evolution Soccer 4, well, 2004 I should say. They just don't sell for anything, and they're usually the only things that are left in the charity shops. Ashika. Can't remember when I bought this one. I don't think I would ever buy something like it again, but I think I wore it like twice, 3 times, but it's taking me back now, this is, but a lot of my stuff's gone into storage. But it's double-sided. This one is the
is the colour side. Then we flip it over and you have the black and white sort of side to it as well. But yeah, no damage on it whatsoever. Quite a nice top really when you think about it, but it's not for me. This has actually gone for £7 plus postage.
Also, I should also mention, links are in the description below. I've got all my socials up, so have a look on my Instagram, my Facebook. You can also check out my eBay and my vintage stores. There will be items going on there soon, so don't worry about that if they look empty. As always guys, thanks for joining me in my flipping adventure, and I'll see you soon.